Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Dives, Mr. Crockpot on Twitter. Today we are looking at 5 more underrated prospects in the 2023 NFL Draft. Guys, if you love the draft, please consider subscribing. Let's go. Alright, before we get into my top 5, let's talk about an honorable mention, and that is McClendon Curtis, interior offensive lineman out of Chattanooga. Curtis was among the most consistent offensive linemen at the Senior Bowl. He was good in one-on-ones and repped at both guard spots and even kicked out for some tackle work at one practice. Curtis has outstanding length with 35-inch arms to go with great frame at 6'5", 331 pounds, but most importantly, he knows how to use it. This is a developmental prospect with some of the best physical tools at his position. There are real concerns about his footwork, body fluidity, and quickness as a pass setter, as well as a run blocker when moving to the second level. Quick and twitchy edge rushers at the next level will probably give Curtis problems in the NFL, but after a season or two, McClendon has some serious upside. Right now, I've got a day 3 grade on McClendon Curtis. Let's watch some highlights. Alright, let's talk about this guy, Addy Barrera. Speaking of interior players who can collapse the pocket, no defensive lineman at the Senior Bowl posted a higher pass rush grade than Addy Barrera at 91.8 per PFF. He measured in at 6'1" with a 6'10" wingspan, making him a unique player who can win with both leverage at the snap and length on the pass rushes. Senior Bowl week was his best showing as a pass rusher, as his career-high pass rush grade at Northwestern was 80.0 this past season. Even if it was a small sample size, NFL teams got a good look at what is possible for a player with Addy Barrera's build and skill set. With a solid combine, this is a guy who could boost himself to a day 2 selection. But right now, I've got a day 3 grade on this dude. Let's watch some highlights. Next up, when it comes to underrated prospects, let's talk about Trey Dean, safety out of Florida. Here's one of the big winners who played at both the Shrine and Senior Bowls. After weighing in at 6'2" and 210 pounds, Dean earned an 80.2 coverage grade during the Senior Bowl practices per PFF and even grabbed an interception during the game. Dean was an up and down player at Florida, but is a naturally gifted athlete who grades out as a fringe day 2 prospect. Interviews and further development will be the difference for Dean's draft stock during the upcoming combine. This is a prospect who has high-level raw talent with versatility experience to play across the secondary, but I think his best fit at the next level will probably be in a hybrid slot role. There, he can erase tight ends, blanket receivers with his plus athleticism, length, and man coverage technique, and attack downhill and run support with his size and physicality. Let's watch some highlights. Coming up next, we have Riley Moss, cornerback out of Iowa. Riley Moss is a 5-year contributor who made progress every single year in college. He's a tall player with plus frame and did a little bit of everything when it comes to playing man and zone coverages. His footwork is very clean overall, and he does a very nice job of playing with patience and never giving up too much separation at the stem. Riley Moss has the raw speed to carry opponents down the sidelines and has a good feel for plays developing underneath. He's a solid playmaker, having run back 3 career interceptions for touchdowns. He's a willing tackler and run support, and also does a nice job of using his suddenness to play off blocks and get to the football. Negative-wise, Moss will be 23 on draft day, so he's slightly older than some of his peers. He has somewhat of a thin frame, but should have no problem adding weight at the next level. Right now, I've got a day 3 grade on Riley Moss. Let's watch some highlights. Coming up next, let's talk about Dante Stills, interior defensive lineman out of West Virginia. Dante Stills weighed in at 6'3" and 289 pounds and has the ability to win with speed and quickness at the line of scrimmage. Stills showcased that speed throughout the Senior Bowl, finishing the week with an 82.9 pass rush grade and recorded a 22.2% pass rush win rate during the game per PFF. He's a one-gap player, but features one of the highest motors in the entire draft class. Production-wise, he's been hyper-productive throughout his career in Morgantown, with 2 seasons of double-digit tackles for loss and a career total that is top 25 in FBS since 2005 at 53. His first step quickness is legit, and he's got really impressive lateral quickness for someone his size. Once he has more weight and muscle to his frame, this guy could be one to watch out for. Right now, I've got a day 3 grade on Dante Stills. Let's watch some highlights. Coming up last, I've got Jamie Robinson, safety out of Florida State. Robinson measured in at 5'10", 196 pounds, and doesn't have great length, but showed very good speed and general movement skills throughout the Senior Bowl. Robinson plays with a physicality that makes it difficult for receivers to shake off their routes. He had 23 pass breakups and 7 picks during his college career, which started at South Carolina and ended with the Seminoles. Robinson is an experienced, essentially 4-year starter between 2 major programs with the experience in the slot, in the box, and as a high safety. He's a good pre-snap communicator with quick feet and does a nice job of keeping the play in front of him. Based on everything we've seen so far, Robinson appears to have the range to play cover 2 as a high safety at the next level. It's also worth noting that he's a very reliable tackler, missing just 7.3% of his career attempts in the open field. Robinson will appeal to teams that favor versatility in the secondary as a defender, and to me, right now, he's one of the top safeties available in the 2023 class. Right now, I've got a rounds 1 through 2 grade on Jamie Robinson. Let's watch some highlights. So those are 5 more underrated prospects in the 2023 NFL Draft. Do you agree or disagree with my prospects? Did I miss anybody? Who are your favorite underrated prospects in the upcoming draft? Please let me know down in the comment section below. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Crockpot. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Stay awesome, everyone.